Welcome back upon for the next part of Chrono Ark. In the last part we had some start difficulties with Lorraine, since she has a bunch of discard and draw cards, and a bunch of barriers, which are all great for Ilya, Pressel, and Johan. But there's one issue. During the first attempt we ran into a tank, and she didn't have any heals. We weren't really able to scratch the tank and died miserable. And right after that, I could swap out Azar for Ilya, and suddenly it got a lot better, especially thanks to the addition of Pressel. We really need a dedicated healer around here. I think she has the power to heal as well, but the power of drawing and discarding is just way better. Especially with Ilya. Especially with Ilya. Now, without any further ado, let us have some fun, shall we? Oh, we don't even have a conversation here. Oh, that's even better. Okay, one little peek. Do I already have a... No, I don't. Okay. Let me adjust the aim, please. Didn't get a single drunkenness. Oh, that's a shame, but it's alright. At the very least, we're going to get a mana restoration. And I'm going to hit it with this. Go for another aim. Get the first class to heaven back. Shoot you again with this. Give you another little slap of that. Boosted power of Heavenly Thunder by 1. Give you another slap of that. Then electric roar because we have it. Okay, got a bit close, or because I lost Ilya, but still doable. Now I'm a bit worried about the Program Master though, because without a stun, it's really tough. Like really tough. Oh god. I need to be more aggressive. Much more aggressive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Ilya, eat your bread, Ilya. Eat all of your bread. You need it. You will need it. You only get one chance. If it isn't the story mode, everything has only one chance. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, it failed. Like always. I always fail at Program Master. But that's interesting. That's interesting. Nevertheless, we still got the ending. All that really matters is that we defeat Azar at the very least, right? Yeah, that's pretty much all that really matters. After that, we get our achievement. Now, sure, it would have been nice if we defeated the Program Master as well, but let's be serious. I always fail at the Program Master. Every single time. I'm pretty sure Lorraine got... Okay. I'm pretty sure Lorraine got a blue border. Did I get an achievement because I brought everyone into the run? Wait a second, I need to check something really quickly. Just one little peek, I need to check the border. Probably because everyone has a border around here. But wait, no, that can't be it, because Phoenix hasn't had a clear yet. Same as this, and funny enough, Azar. I'm pretty sure Azar was the one who cleared my first run in the White Graveyard. It didn't seem like he got a border for that. Interesting. Very interesting. We are about to run through the whole game once more with Helia and Selena. Now that everyone is pretty much ready to go, we just need one more golden Clover, which includes reaching, and this time defeating, the Program Master once and for all. And by dear God, please give me Joey! I need my Joey! The twins need his Joey! And maybe Lorene as well. Lorene is great. But I need Joey. At the very least, I need Joey. Or maybe Ironheart. Either of them. I take either of them. But at least one of them. And then a stunner. I always need a stun. God. Oh, man. Okay. The first battle is done. Together with Leon and Hein. My two people who just refused to die from the previous rounds. It's a good sign. I have 2 mana potion, 1 extra barrier. No wait, I don't have any barriers, but I do have a smoke screen. Glowing crimson herb, mark potion, a stun potion, multiple other variations of stun attacks. I think this time around we might actually be able to go through it again. I wasn't lucky, I didn't get Ironheart or Joey. Or any of my higher combo attacks that we had the last time around when we were here. But technically speaking, I think we have a good chance. I just need to play it really carefully. Do I need to talk to you guys again? You don't really have an exclamation mark yet. I see. So Azar... Well, in the end, the clone Azar wasn't very different from us. What do you mean? Okay, Lucy. Since we've come this far, you deserve to know. Helia, wait! Are you really going to tell Lucy? So there is a new conversation here. Huh. Well, we can't really hide it forever, right? We can at least explain the reason why we became twins. Became twins? What do you mean? Listen well, Lucy. Our real name is Stella. Stella, who was once a single person, split into 2, resulting in Helia and Selena. That is the true origin of us twins. Wait, split into 2 people? Were you 2 also clones like Azar? Well, similar, but not quite. I can't tell you everything, but one thing is for sure. Stella was only one body in real life, and there are 2 of us in this virtual world. Then what is going to happen? When you 2 go out of the real world as one person? Is that even possible? Who knows? What's certain is, it probably won't be a happy ending. I mean, you can't really overwrite the memories of 2 people into one body. Even if they are both from the same origin. They're 2 separate beings now. So that is how it is. That is why you 2 said you couldn't go out to the real world. It's not only that. But Lucy said the master could solve this issue, right? Look, that master's now in front of us, right? Let's have a talk with the master first. We'll see whether we can go out to the real world or not, right? Please be careful, Helia. It's just a feeling, but I sense danger coming from him. It would be best to stay on our guard. Oh yes, we certainly need to stay on our guard. Actually speaking, should I get another healing spell? She's great as she is. I could try to go for another stun smite. Yeah, let's go for another stun smite. I might be lucky, and I actually was lucky. Okay, I could get repulse, but I don't really want that. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. Not in the slightest. Eradicate right from the start, of course. At least this time around we have a good chance to tank it. Okay. Holy freaking hell! Oh, it was about to destroy me again! He was about to kill me again. I had to use all of my items. All of it. Turn 8. Turn freaking 8. Why are you so difficult on normal? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. The first time around when I came here on normal, it wasn't so bad. But then again, Ironheart and Joey, the constant heal, the constant regeneration, the way to instantly stun him, it just makes the fight a lot easier. Now, technically speaking, Lian also has a stun, but let's be serious, her stun comes after Eradication in order to block the wave, but she's not fast enough to actually stop the Eradication spell, which is a bit of a border, but it is how it is sometimes, right? It is how it is. Oh, okay, wait, here's the difference. Lucy, so you finally realized the truth. Yeah, so it's no longer just the two of us. But Lucy, if it's you, I believe... Open your eyes, Lucy! Didn't you say it's up to ourselves to open up a new possibility? Right, Leon? Hey there, Hein. Snap out of it, kid! Did you come this far just to give up? Of course not. Of course not. We're about to reach the ending again. And that means I have to fight him again. Under his terms. When he cheats. When he absolutely cheats. Okay. Right before the last program master. Hey there, Helia. Lucy. Hey there. So you two already knew, right? Probably since the archive, huh? Amongst the truth that the master has shown me, one of them involved Stella. If you two regained your memories as Stella, you would probably know what I saw. That's right. That is what bothered us. Even before the fact that we split into two people, we were never meant to go out to the real world in the first place. I'm so sorry. I knew nothing, and yet I made a promise that I just couldn't keep, about asking the master to fix this problem. No, it's okay. Now you understand. But I didn't think it would work out anyways. Even with the master's power, there's no way it's possible to send us chunks of data into the real world. But you still decided to follow me. I wonder why. Maybe I just want to believe. But it did lift my spirit a little. At least we got to see you, who were in the same spot, overcome your despair to give us courage. Isn't that right, Selena? I mean, for her it's a bit harsher, Helia. She was plagued by nightmares, but I guess she did. I still don't understand. Lucy and you, how can you guys stay so determined even though you know the truth? Well, that's... Of course I understand how you feel, because I'm also Selena. But on top of being Helia and Selena, I am also Stella. What? The same goes for you too, right? You're also Selena, Helia, and Stella at the same time. In the end, we are all originally the same Stella, and Stella is the reason why we even exist. Well, even so, we're separated now, as long as there are multiple Stellas. Yeah, the only one who can wake up in reality is Stella from the outside world. But you see, maybe that's good enough. That's good enough? Selena, you remember, don't you? Our dream. Dream? The landscape we saw in our childhood. The Milky Way. Is that what you mean? Yeah, the night sky that we saw as a child when we followed our parents down to the countryside. A sight that can only be seen far away from the city without the street lights. The clean, sparkling Milky Way in the night sky. We were fascinated by that unforgettable landscape. Because of that, we became astronomers to travel and see outer space with our own eyes. Well, you're right, but why are you mentioning that all of this? Think about it. Those memories are not mine or yours. What Stella saw and felt as a child is what we remember now as our memories, even after we split into two people. True. Indeed, we all share the same dream. But since we are trapped in this virtual world, we have no chance of filling this dream. Because inside of this virtual world, it wouldn't be possible to reach the outer space that we saw in our childhood. I mean, we could fake it, but that's not really the point. You want to see the real thing. However, it's different from Stella, who's still sleeping in the outside world. Stella in the real world has the same dream as us, and she has the potential and the ability to achieve it. That Stella still has a future. A future? If we stay alive in this virtual world, Stella will die. We're the only one who can save Stella. But if we save Stella, we will both die though. Well, even if the two of us die here, as long as Stella's alive, the dream that we three share won't disappear. As long as Stella carries on with our dream, Stella achieving her dream is basically the same as us achieving our dreams. Helia. So you were thinking that far ahead? Ever since I saw the archive, I've been thinking. There's no such thing as a happy ending for us. Then I thought about an outcome where the three can all smile, even if it's just a little. And this is the conclusion that I came up with. Give everything over to Stella, so that she can fulfill all of the dreams. Huh. As expected. You're amazing, Helia. Unlike me, who immediately gave up and despaired. What do you mean? I know you already knew. I'm you, and you're me. If I thought of it, there's no way you didn't, right? Oh, Helia. Why are you crying again? You're the oldest one, right? Come on, let's stop crying. Wait, Selena's the oldest one? Well, we are all the same Stella anyways, but since Selena's data was created earlier than mine, I guess she is considered the oldest one. I'm sorry. Until this point, I was scared. I didn't want it to disappear, so I was being stubborn. I don't blame you. I'm scared too, and so is Lucy. Yeah, but I'm also believing in myself in the real world. I believe that ourself in the real world will remember us and continue our will. Yeah. We're done here, Lucy. Helia, I'm mentally prepared now. Let us defeat the master and deliver the future to our real self. Right. This is our last stand as twins. Okay, let's give it all we got. Thank you, both of you. Let's make sure to win this. Oh, you two, you don't know. It's impossible to win this. It's impossible to win this. It is impossible. I'm trying my best, but he is gonna cheat. Right? Hein. Should probably talk to those two as well. I mean, I haven't really brought them to the final area yet. And technically speaking, all of them have a conclusion talk that we automatically unlock thanks to the going token. Which is great, because imagine if I needed to defeat the if I need to defeat the Program Master over and over again in order to get all of the friendship reports. Right, Hein? Are you done talking? Hein. Are you okay? Are you not shocked or anything? Hey, you kid. Just how much did you underestimate me? That stuff is not a big deal. Not a big deal? Are you sure that you understood what I just said? We're literally about to die here. Going out to the real world means we die. So what? Hein died over and over again. It's nothing new at this point, right? That door is a second home at this point. You see, I'm honestly glad things turn out this way. You told me earlier to accept my past self. No, my real self. But I was still feeling a little anxious. Is that the real me? Can I really accept my ugly self? But now that I know my current self and real self are being completely different, with this I can die as myself without any worries, as a member of the investigation team. Hein, are you not afraid of dying? I was already prepared to die. As I said, he literally was the one closest to the dead door for pretty much all of the runs. I'm an investigator after all. We now know that the clock tower was fake, but that doesn't change the fact that we risk our life for the sake of a peaceful world. Everyone was prepared to die when we came down to the Twisted Land, so there's no reason to be afraid of that now. Hein. Yeah, I'm sorry for acting out of character again, but there's one thing I can say for sure. Even if we die here, I will fight with you until the end. So there's no need to worry. Okay. Thank you, Hein. And now our favorite girl. Hey there, Leon. Let's see, Lucy. In other words, if we go out to the real world, our current self will just die. We are needed to become a sacrifice for ourselves in the real world. Is that it? I'm sorry I couldn't tell you earlier. There's no need to apologize. Lucy, we are the investigators. This world may be virtual, but we were already prepared to die for the sake of restoring our peaceful world. If that weren't the case, we wouldn't have come down to the Twisted Land. You should remember, Lucy, the fates of the investigators in the loops until this point. The fates of the heroes who were willing to sacrifice anything to activate the clock tower. You're right. I do remember. And amongst them, Leon, you always put others before you. But this time, it's not only for the others. It's for myself as well. I believe if it's the real me who inherits my memories, I'll definitely be able to live a better life than before. That is why I can choose to sacrifice myself without hesitation. Yawn. Some may laugh that I'm being manipulated, or that I'm dying for nothing, but I don't think so. This sacrifice was our own choice, and I know I'll be remembered by at least someone. Because sacrifices deserve to be respected, and should never be forgotten. Thank you. I think you're right. We're going to save everyone. Right. With a completely blank inventory and a glowing herb that literally does nothing for us. That's gonna be fun. It really made me use everything again. He always makes me use my entire inventory. Well then, time for a dramatic death. I'm probably not able to defeat him, or rather trigger the face when he just cheats. Yeah, that's it. Can't do anything more. So then that's gone. Oh, the soul link is broken. For at least 1 second. But yeah, the second he reaches the second investigator, it's already over. Well then! Are we going to finish it? Program Master? One more time? One more time? For good measures? I want to see Lucy go all out again. That was the epic moment of the end. You leave me no choice. Oh, the good moments. The good moments when Lucy literally breaks through the coding in order to survive the annihilation for a couple of extra seconds. The party's literally ripping apart. But hey, at least she lasts long enough to go for one final swing, right? That's all that really matters. That one final swing. He needs to remember that. He needs to remember this. This moment when Lucid broke through the odds, reflected the annihilation blast, and just goes for a final step right through the heart. Ah, I love this. Too bad that was just a number, right? At least for God. Bye, Lucy. The real world. That must be the last of them, right? That must be the last of them. 2 more reports. The one about the Ashen Order. Huh? Oh, is that it? Ah, that's a title. For a second I thought like... Did I miss something? But no. No, that's just a title. They don't know what happens after this. This is not recorded in the archive because it happens in the real world. But before we see that, first and foremost, Overheated Justice. Can the Ashen Order be left to their own devices? This needs to come first. Especially since it happens in some year around June the 6th. An internet article that someone wrote about the Ashen Order. It has become a social phenomenon. It criticized the various issues caused by the Ashen Order. Okay. I'm still not quite sure why we were able to get this one though. Was it because we cleared Azar on expert on a normal run? Or is it because we brought Lorene to Azar? Because she did, in fact, talk about the Ashen Order, and right after that, we got this report. It might be related to each other. Nevertheless, Overheated Justice. Can the Ashen Order be left to their own devices? Author Inside Column. Okay. The first activity of the Ashen Order began with exposing the corruption of Corporation causing its downfall. Pharmaceutical company with global reach recruits 3 volunteers by disguising a dangerous biological experiment as a safe clinical trial. During this process, a tragedy occurred to the volunteer, and the outraged public demand strong punishment for the company. However, the court administers a slap on the wrist for the executive responsible for the experiments. This pushed the public's frustration to the breaking point, and eventually a few people gathered accomplices online to attack the headquarters. The attack fortunately results in no casualties, but several innocent employees who were not involved in the experiment suffered injuries, large and small. Those who participated in the attack were arrested and brought to justice for various crimes, such as attempted murder, conspiracy to commit terrorism. The sentence they all received was the death penalty. This case, controversial in multiple aspects, caused shock and outrage amongst many people. The people who had been holding dissatisfaction for society argued that the light punishment given to see something was unjust, and gradually began to support and deify the terrorists. But why? Those guys are mad. And soon after, a second and third group of people began to follow in their footsteps, claiming to be noble terrorists. This is the origin of the Ashen Order and the starting point of everything. Evidently, the clear activities of the Ashen Order was criminal, but their purpose was clean, or rather clear. They target various corrupted companies and violent criminals who had escaped the law, proving satisfaction, or rather providing satisfaction to the public. The momentum of the Ashen Order was unstoppable, and the group gained a growing number of supporters and admirers. The people who were tired of an unjust society started to band together, attracted by the slogan of the Ashen Order, "Purging the unjust with our own hands." And at that point, the Ashen Order had become more than just a group, but a social phenomenon, spreading like a virus around the world. As time went on, the Ashen Order began to degenerate. Their vengeance gradually turned to anger and injustice, and they began to hunt down and condemn anyone who defiant even slightly from their standards. The Ashen Order is not controlled by a single person. Rather, they're an unspecified group of people operating under the guise of anonymity. And that is why no one in the Ashen Order takes accountability of the targets that they have condemned. The standards they upheld inevitably varies from person to person, and those standards naturally degenerated as the numbers of participants increased. As a result, an environment formed in which people rush to judgment while assuming the majority opinion to be the truth, and there were countless innocent victims. They themselves had probably noticed that their punishment had become little more than witch hunt to eliminate anyone they simply didn't like. Great. However, this did not stop the activities of the Ashen Order. If anything, it accelerated their crime act because they still think that they are just. This is their response to the deaths of the innocent. It is their fault for not proving in sincere defense. How are you supposed to do that when you're literally rushing them with bombs and fires? You don't even give them a chance to speak about it. Even if they were falsely accused, it is an undeniable fact that they angered the people, so our actions are justice. He was once convicted for stealing bread because he couldn't stand the poverty of his childhood. You feel sorry for him? But what about the innocent baker owner? A crime is a crime, no matter the circumstances. Do you mean to defend criminals? Wow. Is what they are claiming truly justice? A world where the victims become predators, and the predators become their victims. Unless someone puts the brake on the Ashen Order, their overheated justice may continue until human extinction. This is the end of the post. The following appear to be the comments shared on the post. Oh no. Paranoia. Human extinction? The Ashen Order here is because human already is gone to shit, LMAO. Guilty crow. So what the hell are you trying to say? Stop rioting? Isn't the world a better place thanks to that? Of course not, because now everyone is afraid of everyone else. Anonymous guest 1412. Does anyone have the author's personal info? Was that Klein? And maybe Lorene was the one who wrote this. 1412 is his number. I'm not entirely sure what 1412 actually means. Maybe it's actually the birthday of Lucy. Nobody has ever specified on which day she has a birthday, but it might be possible. But I'm pretty sure the last one was probably Klein. He asked for the identity. Klein was still looking for recruits. It was June the 6th. When was the day when the first ceremony started? May the 6th. Okay, that doesn't quite add up. But then again, that might be the start of their project. It was the opening ceremony when it is officially started. They might have looked for her earlier and didn't find her yet. And this is a possibility. But that post could certainly come from Lorene. It seems like she was deeply involved in that topic. And perchance, the same thing that happened to the Ashen Order was used in the riots in the virtual world as well. I mean, they quickly decided to join the cause in order to punish the researchers. Because they felt that they were treated unfairly, even though there were no restrictions whatsoever. They could have made whatever they want. They just weren't given the easy way out. And even that is seemingly a big problem for them. Right? Oh well, it's time for the real world. The Ark project has ended, and humanity began to rebuild its lost civilization. The participants of the project have learned, grown, and changed throughout the events in the virtual world. This story is everyone's final footstep, a story that leads into the future. The final record. Haru! And Azar! Right, we have never found the girl. But it seems like she's alive. Oh. Haru. Did you ever find her? Like, ever? Because I didn't, and I looked everywhere for her. Everywhere. I looked for the town. I looked for the monsters. I didn't find her anywhere. It was quite bothersome because she's clearly there. Otherwise there wouldn't have been a report from Klein, right? He was keeping an eye on her. Now, slowly raise yourself up. You've just woken up from cold sleep, so your body temperature is low and your muscles should be quite stiff too, after all those hundreds of years. For the time being, keep your bodies warm even if it is hot, and keep taking this medicine until the drowsiness is gone. Okay. Yes? Repayment, you say? No, there's no need. I only did what I had to. And besides, I think of this as less a good deed, but more an atonement for myself. For saving everyone's life. Through the wrong means, but still you saved everyone's life. There's no need for atonement. Phew, this sector is almost done as well. And Mr. Executive Manager, thank you for your hard work. Who was that? Please, I've long since stepped down from that position. Besides, you never once called me that, did you, Stella? Well, yeah, I just wanted to give it a try. The rescue operation seemed to be going well, I suppose. It has to go well. That is what the Ark project was for, right? And for your own atonement as well. So you were listening. Mr. Klein, you see, I will never forgive you for the way you deceived everyone and sacrificed us in the virtual world. The twin sisters who are like family to me, as well as everyone else in the deleted virtual world. They were all born because of you, and they all suffered because of you. You all tried to hide away from their suffering, and we even almost forgot about their hard work. And yet, they still choose to give up their own existence for our sake, and choose a path that led to the future, believing that we will remember them and continue their existence. That is why you should live the rest of your life in gratitude towards those people. That also goes for everyone else in the Ark project, including me, the star. Of course, I will never forget. The fact that this warm earth wasn't just given to us. Seems like you're already kind of busy rebuilding everything. I see! Yes, then please place an order for the amount you requested. Oh, you shouldn't do that. If you pile it up, it will be harder to finish later. Oh, no, you don't need to be sorry. I'm the one sorry for not making it clear. Group 3, prepare for taking a break, okay? It's not good to rush things. Right, that's good. She's taking care of her workers. Phew, I think that's pretty much it for the morning time. Hey, Lorraine! Good work, Miss Executive Manager. Aw, good work to you too, Lorraine. Let's eat and rest for a bit, shall we? Also, I told you to address me the way that you usually do, right? I can't seem to get used to that name no matter what. Still, you did earn the title of Executive Manager. Oh please, I just happened to get it because Mr. Klein stepped down. Even though I became the Executive Manager, I don't think anything really changed, right? No, you've changed a lot. Was it no? Leon! Although it's not only because of your position. Oh, Miss Leon, is the road maintenance already done? Well, once we finish the west side, this area should be roughly finished. Oh, as expected. Good work, Miss Leon. And Mrs., I've been watching your work ever since you became the Executive Manager, but how do I put it? you've become a lot softer. Softer? It's like you've become more humble, and the sharp, overbearing feeling that I got from you is now completely gone. In my opinion, I think the current you suits you quite well. So the past me was sharp and overbearing. I see. You think I've changed? Well, that's true. Perhaps the memories and demeanor I've received from my virtual self is blending into me. In hindsight, I don't know why I was so on edge all the time, before the cold sleeping. An obsession with success, the compulsion needed to have others follow me like puppets. They all turned out to be useless thoughts. Yes, and our virtual self made us realize that. I too received a lot from my virtual self. Bravery, confidence, and the will to face myself. That's true. If we're going by who changed the most, Miss Leon is a completely different person now. To put it bluntly, she also inherited the muscle brain. So even in real life, did she started to train? What did you say? I meant to say that I enjoyed the new confident Miss Leon. It might be a bit awkward for the time being, but this is who we are now, right? There were many sacrifices, but thanks to them, we were able to live in the present, and humanity was able to survive the great catastrophe. So let us pass on the same will to our future descendant, and leave behind a peaceful, sustainable world. That will be the mission given to humanity going forward. Well, as expected of Miss Sis, your dignity as the second executive manager is clear to see. This woman seems to have changed too. Was she always like this? She probably was more reluctant, shy before, not really conversing with others. But that has changed once I saw more people and their friendships, right? Hey there, Hein. You unstoppable bastards! Eat this and keep struggling to survive another day? Oh, what's wrong? Cockatrice, your feathers aren't in good shape. I'll have to prepare a special neutral meal just for you. Huh? The egg hatched! Alright, little chick. From today onward, your name shall be Basilisk II. What the hell is going on? Hein, can you please stop giving weird names to the chickens? Weird names? This is all just a show of affection. Well, I know you started taking care of plants and animals here, but it's so hard to remember the names and there are so many of them. Not only that, you even give the plants names. Plants are also alive, you know? Oh, this is so frustrating. I miss when you were all pure and innocent. When was I pure and innocent? It wasn't innocence. I wasn't proud of myself, so I only did as other people wanted me to do. In the virtual world, Lucy did say my old self had some strength too. But if I really was content with my old self, my personality wouldn't have changed so much in this virtual world. That's true. So what about now? Now, because I inherit the memories and personality that I had in the virtual world, I can confidently live as myself. Even though my virtual self no longer exists, the real me is carrying on his legacy. By taking care of chickens. Do you have a problem with that? Well, as everyone said, I haven't changed all that much between now and then. So I don't really understand, but if you think about it, like the good parts of your old and new self being combined, I guess it's a good thing. Aside from the fact that your words and actions are always kind of mismatched. You seem a little down though. That's because the way your old self went all shy and fitted was pretty cute. What? Cute? What are you talking about? Exactly that. I will kill you, Miss Jane. The old Hein. The old Hein and the new Hein. Love to see it. Radio voice. We have lost so much in the global cooling phenomenon. I tried to smile in front of that child, but to be honest, I already knew. The fact that my friends already died. I couldn't figure out that much, even if I didn't see for myself. Even so, we can cling to the past forever. At least, that is what I think. I'm not asking you to forget the past. I'm asking you to remember the past and keep it to your heart as we move on to the future. I believe that that is the best thing that we can do in this very moment. Sorry, got all sentimental again. Anyways, that is all that I have for you today. Next broadcast will be on Saturday. I will be able to broadcast more once the internet is up, so please bear with me on the radio for now. Now then, that's it for us. Bye bye! So now she has her own radio station. Well, that's certainly an improvement. More on to the future. Was this cigarette always so bitter? Hi! Would you refrain from smoking in public? Who is it now? What? Baby! Ironheart! There's a lot of youngsters nearby. That voice. Ironheart, is that you? I'm the Ark Project Security Team Leader, Baby. Ironheart's the name of the mercenary team that I led. Well, now that everything is over, both the security team and the mercenary team, all are kind of useless now. So, what's going on? You didn't actually approach me because of the cigarette, did you? No, well, I just happened to hear some rumors about you the other day. Apparently you told your colleagues you were leaving the gang. You got a nasty hobby there. Are you trying to live clean now that there's a new era? Well, I was always planning to leave the gang at some point, once I accumulated enough wealth. That was my goal, to live a peaceful, worry-free, retired life with money that I'd saved. But now that society's been resetted from the Great Catastrophe, my money's worth no more than just toilet paper. And thanks to that kid securing me a peaceful life, I don't really need to work for the gang anymore. I see. So in other words, you're unemployed! What? Are you here to make fun of me? Actually, I'm the same as you. You see, I was just on my way back after disbanding Team Ironheart. What? Even before the Great Catastrophe, we were end-of-the-line mercenaries. We really could have died at any moment. At first, we were all happy to be hired as security for the Ark project, so that we could live through the global cooling phenomenon. In the end, our treatment here wasn't very good either. And we even had casualties. Even if we are used to losing our colleagues, this job left a lot of us burned out. So I decided it was the right time to call it quits. So you're also unemployed. I suppose. Well, I'm sure it will work out somehow. Ahead of us is a new era, no one ever experienced before. It's a good time to find a new life. New life. Yeah. To be honest, that's what I approached you for. Silverstein? How about you work with me? What? Actually, I'm thinking of starting a new business. A company where we use our power, not for violence or illegal activities, but for a good cause. Okay, enough with the jokes. Were you not listening when I said that I want to live a peaceful life? A peaceful life is not the same as doing nothing, is it? Are you really going to live your life doing absolutely nothing? Okay, but why me? What connection did we even have? Of course we have one. A connection as fellow investigators. That's... Or should I say a connection as Defense Force agent in the same Ark? It's just my gut feeling as a mercenary. I have a feeling you and I would make a great team. So let's work together, Silverstein! Oh, just when I thought I had finally earned myself a career-free life, huh? Seems like I'll be busy again for a while. Yeah, I guess it is. But hey, with Ironheart you are safely secured. He will certainly watch your back. The gang will never be any problem again. And if worse comes to worse, oh god, Presse. If worse comes to worse, you two can certainly help each other. Okay, well, hi, what are you doing? Where did you go? As expected of the betrayer, running away seemed to be your specialties. What? But how long do you think you can avoid me? Do you expect me to give up after 1 or 2 chases? Surrender and reveal yourself. Let us not waste any more efforts. Can we actually see him now? I sense someone. Are you there? Wait a minute! Time out! Time out! Ilya? What are you doing here? And why are you here? I've witnessed a real interesting scene. And how long have you been here? And from the moment you started chasing the betrayer in the basement. Ah, you're more unpleasant than I expected. Tailing someone like that. Did you see the betrayer then? Maybe you are the betrayer. Nah, I just think of me as a stray rock and keep doing what you're doing. I was only spectating. Well, it's too late. The betrayer's probably run off outside already. All because you got in the way. Well, there's no chance the betrayer can seek help from the people nearby. Which is all the more reason that I should have finished the shop by now. Once the betrayer's out of the Ark project's restriction, it will be a pain to track that person down. That's too bad. I decided the first sacrifice in this new haven should be the betrayer that caused everything. But I suppose there's no choice. You'll be the first sacrifice! What? Hey, let's put the bat down, okay? I only happen to witness the scene. If you're afraid I'll tell someone, then don't worry. My lips are tightly sealed. How am I supposed to believe you? And believe that, Ilya, you're already on the hit list as evil to be judged. What? Me? According to the memories that I inherit from my virtual self, and from further investigation after I woke up, I've already concluded who is fit and who is unfit in the new world after the catastrophe. You are unfit for heaven. Oh, come on, don't be like that, mistress. Why, you even saved my life a couple of times back then, right? You were a perfect team. Is that all for your last words? Wait, I know. How about you use me instead, huh? Use you? Why, you know the saying, right? Fight fire with fire. Use a thief to catch another thief and that. You mean to say an evil one like you will fight another evil? Originally, I thought once the Ark project was over, I would become a hero of humanity and gain world domination. And I'd get to do whatever I want, right? I wanted to wake up the other people, boss them around a little and wield some power. But everyone's a lot more upstanding than I expected. So it's not really that easy. Even though the world's all broken and there are no law enforcements. Actually, I got punished by my sis and now I'm being detained indefinitely inside of this lab. Oh, as you deserve. That is why I'm so incredibly bored right now. I don't really have a purpose in life either. But now that I've seen this intriguing situation, I want to hop on board and have some fun, mistress. It's pretty cool, you know? Now that the world's been resetted, you're using this opportunity to get all of the sinners and create a new heaven. It's supposed to be cool? Do you realize that you're a sinner too? I will kill you once you're no longer of use to me. Ah, who cares? We can think about that later, right? There's nothing to lose, right? It has to be a lot better than killing me here, don't you think? Then prove to me that you're useful too. Here's a list of sinners who undoubtedly committed an evil act during the Ark project. Bring 10 of them to judgment. If you do that, I will overlook your sins until I've dealt with the betrayer. 10 people? That's quite a lot. Of course, I'll be watching over you. If you fail, or if it looks like you're going to run away halfway through, I will kill you on the spot. You're not allowed to ask for help. Well, as you said, there is no law enforcement, so it shouldn't really matter anyways. Right. I'll try my best. You serious? No way, Presser! I thought I was dead meat. Didn't plan for this to happen. But I guess it seems fun. Ugh, whatever. Now let's see. How about I check the hit list? Oh, I recognize some of them. Those narrow eyes. Wasn't it the archer from the... Johan? Claiming someone else's lover was his own. And even went on a rampage causing various injuries and even attempted murder? What? Damn, that's pretty evil. He did what? So I need to go around helping that priest lady create a clean world, huh? Maybe this isn't so bad after all. Maybe it isn't. But I don't like the fact that you guys are hunting Johan. Hey there, Trisha. The Ark Project. We may have been an uninvited guest. Still, it was a good place. More than I could ever deserve. Don't say that. You did promise to help me, but I'm sure my presence will only get in the way. It was nice knowing you, Lucy. Let's meet again in life someday. Is she really going to go alone? Nahan! Where are you going? You surprised me. Who knew there would be someone else leaving when there's a paradise being rebuilt? You're the psychologist. Well, that was what I was called in that world. Why are you here? This is the back door. Who cares about that? What business do you have? I don't recall you and I having any sort of connection. Business. Oh, that's right. The noble woman of the imperial birth, Beatrix. What? That is who you're looking for, correct? How did you... I've taken a peek at the documents. I had a good grasp of all the personal information of the Ark Project participant. Even the fact that you swapped with Beatrix to participate in the Ark Project. You knew right from the start? Huh, you're degenerate. I get that a lot. So what are you going to do? Expose me for some compensation or something? I see, that's not a bad way to acquire funds. However, since you're here, take this. Is this a map? If you follow the markings on the map, you will reach the country where Beatrix is under cold sleep. What? I don't know anything beyond that. Still, it should be a lot better than randomly scouting the world, right? So, best of luck to you. I'm leaving. Wait! What is this? Why are you helping me? And what do you hope to gain? Gain? No, I'm not looking to gain anything of that. Then why? Just think of it as a wimp. Coming from a sense of affinity, as an uninvited guest. Are you also uninvited? Then you're... Oh. Well, not at the same level as an identity swap like you. But I've made a living out of tricking people all of my life. The Ark Project was a similar case. That is the reason why you were playing with poker cards. You're a magician, perchance. Would make sense. Global cooling era is now over. I've achieved my immediate goal of surviving, so I have no more business here. I just happened to stumble upon someone leaving like I am, so I spoke up out of curiosity. Rest assured, I didn't do this out of pity, compensation, or any sort of ulterior motive. So don't worry about me and go find your benefactor. And where are you heading to? Who knows? I'm sure I will find joy somewhere along the way. I'm going. We'll probably never see each other again, but stay safe out there. And there he goes. On a horn. What a weird guy. Still, I'm thankful. I didn't know why, but I feel like I can trust this map. Wait for me, Miss Beatrix. I'm coming to return the favor. It's still such a shame. They made a promise to look for together. Joey! Oh, it's not this scent. Maybe the ration is wrong. Should I try different liquor? Ugh. It's a bit bitter. You could try changing the syrup ration a bit. Wait. What? Sharon! Why did you drink that? Oh, hey, Zoe! Don't hate me! Even if it is non-alcoholic, we are still minors! Yeah, who cares? Anyway, Zoe, you've been making a lot of cocktails lately. Weren't you banned from making them? Well, I've always loved making cocktails, even if I couldn't drink them. I had so much fun watching the different colors mix and create a new shade. My dad used to forbid me from making alcohol, saying it was a job for low-class people. Maybe I've proven myself in the virtual world, but he gave me some leeway on conditions that I don't neglect my successor training. So you can do both at the same time. I'm happy for you. Speaking of successor training, are you even allowed to be here? Today's Wednesday, right? I remember that you had some kind of etiquette trainings today. Oh, I quit. You what? Not only the etiquette training, I quit everything else too. Because I'm no longer the successor of Eclipse. What do you mean with hehe? Are you even allowed to do this? I discussed everything with my parents yesterday. That I don't want to follow in my parents' footsteps, but carve my own path. Huh. Sharon, you've changed a lot. In a good way. Nope, I haven't really changed at all. Because Sharon was always like this. That's so. If that's the path that you have chosen, who am I to argue? The truth is, if we both look at our family's traits, I dreamed about us one day working as business partners. What was that? I didn't hear you. No, it's nothing. By the way, Lucy told me that you wanted to go on a picnic next week. Since you're free now, how about you, join us? Oh, of course I will go! We should bring Miss Annie along too, so the four of us can hang out like the old days. I think he actually wanted to just get you along. Kinda seems like he's interested in you, Sharon. Momori! Lucy! Come on, let's play! Hello, Momori. What do you want to do today? A card game? Oh, since the weather's great, how about we go out for a walk? Momori, I'm sorry. I have plans with another friend today. What? How could you? I can't believe you have friends other than Momori. No, of course I have friends other than you. What? Momori doesn't have any friends beside of you though. This isn't fair. But Momori, aren't you trying your best to interact with other people lately? If that worked out, I wouldn't be doing this. So far there's no one Momori can trust except of you. Well, we've already played yesterday too. Just be patient for the day. What do you want me to do alone? Momori woke up from her cold sleep just because she wanted to play with you. Could it be everything you said in the virtual world was a lie? Were you toying with Momori all along? Okay, then how about I'll hang out with you in the evening once I finish with my friends? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then I come by to your room in the evening. See you later. Wow. She's extremely spoiled, Lucy. Well, I appreciate that she leans on me, but it would be nice if she made more friends beside of me. But now's not the time for this. I'm gonna be late for my meeting. Are we actually going to see the picnic? Shio! Why were you in the dark room? Phoenix? Lucy, you came! Sorry, I'm a bit late, aren't I? No, it's fine. I know that you're a celebrity around here. Anyways, are you going to keep calling me that? I'm not a Phoenix anymore, you know? I really tried, but this name is just the most comfortable at this point. To me, you will always be Phoenix, no matter how you look. Really? Well, my nickname was Phoenix back in the Hacker's Day, so it's not all that weird. Okay, enough with the chit-chat. Shall we get going? Can you push the wheelchair for me? Sure. Right. This body doesn't have a legs, right? At least one of the legs. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Everyone is still working hard to restore today. On a day like this, it would be nice to relax a little. Well, People from all around the world are slowly waking up from cold sleep. So we need to rebuild our infrastructure as soon as possible to accumulate to the growing population. But look at the smiles on their faces as they're sweating. Being able to sweat like that is proof that you're alive. You're right. Phoenix, are you okay? Of course. I can handle this much. We have enough medicine for her? Lucy? I'm just stating the obvious, but I'm really glad I got to wake up from the cold sleep. I never realized before I entered the virtual world how beautiful this world really is. Lately, every day feels so alive and worthwhile that I'm almost sad that I don't have much longer to live. Don't get me wrong though, I don't regret a thing. But as long as this body allows, I want to spend every last second I have with you and everyone else, taking in this beautiful world. I want to experience the future as much as I can, with everyone by my side. Of course, I will stay with you until the end. Thanks. Huh? Oh, Lucy! Look! There's a bird! This one? Let's see. I thought it was too early for wildlife to return, but I guess there are already some active species. It looks a bit like a phoenix, huh? Oh, you're right! It definitely has some of my goofiness. I wonder, where's it heading? Well, I'm not sure, but... The ice is melting, so I'm sure it can fly pretty much anywhere. Anywhere it wishes. And with this, we've reached the final achievement. Farewell. The end of the story. Before the time skip when they all grew up. Now there's one little thing that's been bothering me, and that's the fact that I wasn't able to see anything about Johan. He mentioned that we were supposed to stop him if he did something stupid, and Presley mentioned that he tried to murder somebody. Now I know he had a piercing gaze, like a hawk, and he gave me some stalker vibes, because he had memories about a girlfriend that wasn't his girlfriend, which means he probably tried to kill the actual boyfriend. But I would have loved to see that scene as well. What the hell was going on over there? John! You were one of my favorites! How could you? How could you? Oh god. Well, at the very least it seems like Alice is fine though. He wouldn't try to murder somebody if Alice wasn't around, right? Certainly. Nevertheless, with this, we have officially reached the end of Chrono Ark. Chrono Ark was certainly a nice experience. It was a bit distressing how much trouble the Program Master has given me, considering all that has happened, and the fact that there are no checkpoints that I can take in order to retry the Program Master whenever I feel like it. But it's just how it is in a rough-like game. Every time you fail, you have to start new. That's just how it is in this game. And they don't really want to make it that easy for you either. After all, in a rough life game, they want to challenge your knowledge. You need to get one step further, one step at a time. You shouldn't rush this game. You should enjoy your journey, unlock one thing at a time, and once everything is accumulated, absolutely destroy the final boss with the power of 1,000 suns, and hide who finally stays alive. With Leon, who refuses to die. Right? That's the spirit of a rough life game. Everything that you've learned is compiled to a giant Kamehameha wave, and then you unleash it with full oh. But it was fun. The story was good. The card game was good. Had a bit of difficulties at the start of it to get my head around the cost thingy and the redraw features of some of our effects, but that's fine. In general though, I had a pleasant time with this game, and I can't wait for the second game that they're developing. I already heard that maybe they finally give us a hint about the actual betrayer, because so far, I have no clue whatsoever. Really would wish to figure that out. Presser was still chasing him, but we've never actually seen the face. I thought it was Lorene, at least if Lorene was one of the accomplices, but I can't quite tell for sure. And I also thought Harus was one, but Presser can't really chase Harus if she's in the hospital, right? Nevertheless, I hope you guys had fun with today's part, and I'll see you next Monday. Until next time, bye bye!